Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to play a game of It's a Wonderful World. This is a quick, light engine builder. It's very addictive. I play a lot of this game, so I wanted to get it on the channel to show you guys. Hopefully it's one you will enjoy. I'll just give a quick overview of the rules. So we're going to be playing the solo mode, and we're doing solo scenario number 5. And that requires us to build these 4 cards by the end, and then after that get as high a score as possible. The way we build the cards is using cubes of the respective color, and we have to get the number of cubes that each card has in the top corner. The way the solo mode works is we have 8 piles of 5 cards each. There's 4 turns, and then on each turn we draw 1 pile of 5, choose which ones we want to keep and construct, or we can recycle one. And when you recycle a card, you get the colored cube in the corner, in the bottom right corner. Or we can trade in 2 cards to draw another 5 and keep 1. And then once you've done that with the first pile of 5, you do the second pile of 5, and then you go on to the production phase, which is at the end of turn 1. And then the production phase is we produce white. So we start with an empire. I have this empire on side B. We produce 2 white, 1 black and 1 green. And the production is done in order. So we produce white, followed by black, followed by green, and so on. Any card that gets constructed in the construction phase, so if I complete this construction with the white cubes, it goes immediately into my empire, and it will produce the colored cube that's further down the production row. So hopefully that makes sense, but you should see it during the playthrough. So yeah, and these are financier tokens and general tokens. If you produce 5 or more of white or yellow, you get one of these. If you produce 5 or more of black and blue, or blue, you get one of these. And if you produce 5 or more green, you can choose which one you want to take. Crystallium cubes are wilds, so they count as any color. And if I have leftover resources, they go onto my empire card, and I can trade in 5 resources for 1 crystallium cube. So I think that's everything, and we can get started. So I'll draw the first pile of 5, and we get these cards. So So I think what I'm going to do is I will trade these 2 in for 5 more cards, to see 5 more cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we get, okay, so this could be useful. Okay, so I want to keep, I think I will keep I will keep aquaculture, and I'm going to trade this in for 1 white production, which I'm going to place on this cube, on this card, and then I will trade this in for a gold, and I'll place that there. I'm going to put that under construction, and I'm going to, I think I will trade this in for another gold, and I'll put that there. And then we get our second pile of 5, and we get these. And I think here I'm going to trade these 2 in to see 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this gives us, this is a good card because it produces these yellows, so I'm going to keep that. And here we want to, I think I'm going to trade this in for one black, and put that there, and then I'm going to put that under construction. I'm also going to put that under construction, and I'm going to trade that in for a white, which I will put, so I'm going to produce two, need that, I'm going to put that there. And that's the end of the first, so we move on to production. So I produce two whites, so I'm going to put one on this card, which completes the construction, and I'm going to put the second, so that immediately goes into our empire, and we get the bonus here, which I will take, and then I'm going to put the second white on, I think I will put that there. Actually no, I'm going to put it there. Sorry, I think I'll put it here. Then we move on and we produce one black, so we will put this black cube there. We produce one green, which I'm going to put, that there. And then we produce one gold, which I'm going to put there. So that's the end of the first turn. We move on and draw for the second turn, and we get these, none of which look particularly appealing. I think I'm going to trade these two in for the two whites, which will complete construction of the underground city. And I'm going to place that into my empire. I get one crystallium cube for completing that, and I place that in my empire. I'll move that up there, and then I think with these I'm going to I will keep this, I think, for the time being, and I'm going to trade these in for another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get museum, space elevator, super soldiers, tank division, and virtual reality. And for this, I think I'm going to keep space elevator, and I'm going to put that under construction, and I'm also going to construct the cities of gold. So we'll move that over, and then we draw the second pile of 5, and we get Harbour Zone, Military Base, Underground City, Transmutation, Industrial Complex. I think what I'm going to do is I will trade those in to see another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And for this we get, I think I'm going to keep this card, Universal Vaccine. I'm going to, I think I will trade these two in for a gold, both 2 golds. So I get 2 golds, which I'm going to put on this card. And then that's it for the research part of turn 2. So we move on to production. I produce 5 whites, which gives me a token, and I'm going to put those, I'm going to put 4 of these on this card, so 2, 3, and 4, and then I'm going to put the 5th on this card. We produce 3 blacks, so I'm going to put 1 on this card, which completes construction of it. That gets me a token, and this goes into my empire immediately. So I get 2 more, which I will put on this card. Greens, we produce 1, and I'm going to put that on this card. yellows we produce 3, so I'm going to place those 3 on this card, which will complete construction of this card, and that gets me 2 tokens. And then we move on to the blues, and I don't produce any blues, so we move on to turn 3 then, and we get these cards. I will trade those 2 in for 2 blues, which I'll place on Cities of Gold. I think I'll place that under construction. And I'll trade this in for a gold and that in for a green. So gold and a green. And I think I will put these, I'll put that there and this gold here. And then we take our second pile of 5. I definitely want to keep that. I'm going to trade these 2 for to see 5 more. 4 and 5. We get no. I think I'm going to keep Casino City out of those 5, and for this I'm going to trade it in for blue. Actually I won't. I don't need to trade that in. I'll keep that, and I'll construct these as well. So we move on to production. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 whites gives me 1 financier. I'm going to put these 7. I'll put 2 here, so that leaves me with 5, and that constructs that card. So I have 5 left, and I'm going to put 2 here, so 3 left, which I will put on National Monument. 1, 2, 3. Black we produce 3 of, and I'm going to put these 3 on this card. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to put 3 black there. Green I produce 3, so I'm going to put these. I'll put 1 there. I'll put 1 there, which completes construction, and I'll put 1 there as well. So that's completed. And we'll move them up so you can see them a bit better. We move on then to yellow production. I produce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow, which gives me a token, and I'm going to put them 1, 2. I'm going to put 2 on this, so I have 3 left. So 3, and I'll put 3 on here, so 2 and 3. And then for blue we have 2 blue, which I'm going to put on this card, Casino City, which goes into my empire as well. So that's the end of turn 3. We move on then to the final turn, turn 4. So let me just move these up for you. And we go on to turn 4 and draw our first batch of 5. So we get these. So I think I want to I'll trade this in for a green, which I'm going to place there. Discard those to draw 5. 3, 4, 5. And that gets us not the best. We can, I think here out of these 5 I'm going to keep this one and trade it in for a black cube, which will complete construction of the magnetic train, which will give me 2 financier tokens, 1, 2, and immediately go into my empire. And for these 2, I think I want to for these I will trade in a gold and a green. So that gets me the gold that I can put there, and a green which I will put there. And we take the last pile then, and we have Lunar Base, Garden of the Hesperides. Okay, so I think I would like to build this lunar base, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, so I'll trade those 2 in for 2 blues, which I will put on Ark of the Covenant. I think I'll trade these in, or trade them for 5, 4, and 5. So not a particularly good draw there. I think I'll put that under construction, the financial center, and I will take this card and trade it in for gold. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to build a giant tower, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't think I'm going to have the... Actually, I will. I'll keep it, just in case, and put it under construction. So we go into the final production phase then. We are producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whites, so that gets me a token. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, I'm going to put 2 there, so that leaves me with 5 to spend. I'm going to put 4 on this, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and only 1 on this. Black, we have 3, which I'm going to place 1 there, which completes construction of that, and that gets me a token. And then I'm going to place the remaining 2 on this. I don't think I'm going to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4 green, so I'm going to place 3 there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, and then I put the 4th on my empire. Yellows, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this is yellow per white building, so 11, 12, 13, 14. I will place 1 there, which completes construction, so I have 13 left. This also gets me a crystallium cube. 13 left. I will put 3 there, which leaves me with 10 left. Completes construction. 10. I'm going to put put 4 there, which leaves me with 6 left over, and that gets me 1 token as well. So 6 left over. 6. I'm going to put 2 there, which leaves me with 4 left, and that gets me another token. 4. So I'll put 3 there on the crystallium to complete construction of that. And I have 1 left over, which I'm going to put. I think we're going to fall just short. I'll put that there. And then for blues, we have 2 blues, which completes construction of this card, which costs 4 blues overall. That gets me a crystallium bonus. That goes into there. And we have 2 crystalliums to spend, which I'm going to spend as wilds on this, which completes construction of the space elevator, which goes into our construction or our empire. And we are left with the giant tower, which I can't complete, so that will be discarded. And that is the end of the 4th round. So we move on then to scoring. So the way scoring works is, you can see in the bottom left corner there are point totals for each card. You can also see there are cards that have X's on them, so they are known as multipliers. So I will split the cards into the points, so these are just point totals. And then the multiplier, so that's a multiplier for a financier token. That is just a point card. This is another financier multiplier and another financier multiplier. This is, you get 2 points for each yellow building, 1 point for each green building, and 1 point for each yellow building. So you also get the scoring pad here. So if we count up our totals, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that should be over here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 5 is 18. So I get 18 points for just straight up points. I have no multiplier for black buildings. I have 1 multiplier for green buildings, so I have 2 green buildings, so that's only 2 points. And then for yellow buildings, I have 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 points per yellow building. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 24 points for yellow buildings. Blue buildings, I have no multiplier for. Financier tokens, I have. So each financier token is worth 1 point on its own, and then you get the multiplier as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's, each financier token is going to be worth 5, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 65 points. And then for the generals, I do not have any. So I get no points for generals. So if we count up our total, then we have 18 plus 2 is 20, plus 24 is 44, plus 65 is 75, 85, 95, 05. So 109 points. And if we look at the solo scenario sheet, we had to build industrial complex, which we did. So we got the industrial complex built. We had to build the underground city, which I believe we also did. So there's the underground city. So we built that. We had to build underwater city. So the underwater city is this, which we built. We also successfully built that. And the last one we had to build was secret society. which I believe is there. So we also built the secret society successfully. So we completed the solo scenario 5 successfully. We got 109 points, which actually puts us into the silver medal category. So that was a successful scenario. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get to 120 points plus, which would be gold medal. But hopefully that gave a good overview of the game and you enjoyed it. As I said, I think it's a very, very addictive engine builder. You can see how the production goes in stages, and then whenever you complete a card, it immediately goes into your empire card. So if you can complete a card before the production stage that card will produce resources for, you can see how the engine starts to build, and then you can get multipliers for different points, or for different buildings, or for different tokens. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or any thoughts on the game. As I said, it's one I really enjoy. It's quick to get played. Set up and tear down is very fast. It only takes 15-20 minutes for a game. Maybe this one was a bit longer because I was explaining the rules. And yeah, you can also play multiplayer. So it's actually a card drafting game when you play multiplayer. So that's also a different aspect to it. There is an expansion or several expansions out. I unfortunately don't have them. I missed out on the Kickstarter, which is a pity. I would really have loved to have gotten in on the Kickstarter, but unfortunately I didn't. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Happy to answer any questions or hear any thoughts that you might have. But other than that, I think I will leave it there for today. Thanks for joining.